So my name is Lindsay. For anyone watching the replay, thanks so much, you guys. This is the Body Celebration virtual meetup. Welcome.
Hi.
Right?
So,
and I'm here with Corinna Kavanagh, the founder and owner of Body Celebration, who is having a different reality right now, given all that's going on. So, Corinna, how is it going for you? What happened?
Well, what happened is that we are in shelter in place, and I can't work on my clients with my hands. I literally can't get my hands on my clients right now. And so I thought, well, you know, I can still come on Zoom and maybe even Facebook Lives I might do down the road, and just see how we can stay connected, how I can help out with some tips in skincare and taking care of yourself at home, and also offer some self-care techniques.
Absolutely. So important right now, everyone, to, of course, self-care.
Yes.
But what you're doing, Corinna, in opening up community is all about taking the lemons of what's happening and making a big batch of lemonade.
Yes.
You know, this is,
as I said in my email newsletter, make some tequilas.
Right.
I mean, some margaritas. Yes.
It's lime. That's a lime thing.
Yeah, but you know, I think you can also make
limes. You're gonna make margaritas.
So yeah.
So you've got a beautiful backdrop. You basically planned for this, right? I mean, no one plans for pandemic. No one wants what has happened. However, now that we're sheltering in place, there's a lot of us that are, you know, the isolation, the, you know, what's going to happen. You know, we have at this time, if this was 30 years ago, this couldn't happen. Okay.
Yeah,
we literally would be isolated. And now we've got cell phones, we've got computers, you know, my heart goes out to those that are not as, you know, connected. And so if anyone has like computers, or I don't know who's doing that out there, but someone's got to be connecting someone to someone. That's the beauty of our country, is that we like to help people. Yes. And that's really the message right now, is that what can you do, Corinna, for all of those clients out there like myself who's got a face that you can't touch, but we can touch it. I mean, no, I'm not going to touch it if I go out to Costco.
So you have to wash your hands first.
Exactly.
Then you can touch your, and I have very clean hands right now.
Yeah.
I wash them properly. Talking about hand washing, this is something that I learned way back in esthetician school. So now we probably know all by now how to wash our hands, but in case you didn't know this little detail, about 75% of people do not wash their thumbs when they wash their hands. Because most people just do it like this, right? Or like this. So the hands, or they maybe wash one thumb.
Oh, wow.
This, right? But not the other one, because that's more awkward. So 75% of people do not wash their thumbs. So make sure when you wash your hands that you really, really wash your thumbs, and also in between the fingers, you know, under the nails, and really like a nail brush, you know, would be really good right now. And keeping that one clean, of course, too. But
people get bonus points for nail brushes.
What's that?
Bonus points for nail brushes.
Yes, bonus points for nail brushes, exactly. So, you know, I mean, you don't always have them with you when you're out and about, but just really be aware of these guys here.
Well, and, you know, I want to add in, so yesterday I did go to Costco, because there are grocery stores, you know, the essential services that are still open. Yeah. And we do need food, and the shelves are bare, but there's still a lot of food there. Okay. There's, you know, you go into any of those Costco's, you feel like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of food. So there's still a lot of food, but maybe not milk and toilet paper. But, so I went there, I touched everything. I was very aware not to touch my face, got home and washed my hands. I actually do. I feel like it's a hand massage. You're actually doing a nice hand massage. And we're going to talk about massage in a little bit as well. And then when I came home, after I washed myself, I grabbed the bottle, went back out to the car, and basically zapped everything that my family had touched, including the doorknobs, all the way back to that sink, including the sink. So it's, yeah.
That's great. Like what I actually started doing is that I have a little bottle of wipes, the Clorox wipes in my car. And I also wipe my steering wheel, and I wear my gloves that I usually would wear, my vinyl gloves that I usually wear in the treatment room for certain procedures or extractions. And you know, handling money. I just heard somebody say that money and the virus, I guess, lives on surfaces for about 3 days. So money is really dirty. You know, cash. So just being aware. I don't want to be completely freaked out and panicked the whole time, but just being aware, like you said, like cleansing the doorknobs, you know, and wiping the surfaces in the house. I think that's pretty important. The other thing that is not skincare related that I wanted to bring up is because I have a lot of clients that are moms and the kids are at home now. And I read something really cool the other day where somebody suggested, well, and you know, they can't go to school right now, and some people have virtual schoolrooms and all of that. But why not also take this time to teach your kids something that you maybe don't have time to, you know, teach them how to knit, or, you know, like maybe, exactly, teach them how to cook with them, bake with them, you know, maybe teach your kids how to wash your face properly, and using a good skincare product, maybe a moisturizer and SPF. Like little things, like if you have daughters, maybe some sons are into that too, do like a mask at home. And I want to talk more about that. There's a ton of recipes online where you can use yogurt and honey and, you know, to make yourself a self mask. So those are all fun things to do with your kids, you know.
And we'll be talking about how people can still get their Body Celebration products with a very handy local delivery system. So,
well, that's something that I'm offering right now. You can always call me on or text me, and text me would actually be best, at 415-302-8490. And that way you can let me know products that you need and I will deliver them to you. I actually have a client today that I'm going to deliver to. Or we can send it in the mail, and there's no cost right now, no shipping costs, no delivery cost. So those are some things that I at least can offer so that you still have your products and take care of yourself. So don't let everything go just because certain things are not possible right now. I have a tendency, because I deal with depression, that when something like this happens, that I just want to pull the blanket over my head and not do anything and just, you know, go down that rabbit hole. But I'm working really, really hard right now on staying positive, watching funny videos, you know, like, and just making it through, being connected to my community through, you know, my cell phone, and just really giving myself pep talks, you know, so yeah.
Yes. And one other thing I've noticed is your recent post. I'm just going to go ahead and tell us a little bit more about where the Corinna versus Corona came from.
I wish I had a visual right now.
I'm working on that. I just realized that.
Okay, because I don't know, like it started with actually a post that I got from Germany. Let me just see if I can find that, and then I can show it into the camera.
Oh, I'm going to share my screen, so I'm looking for it. I'm going to get on it's on your Facebook page.
Yes, that one is on my Facebook page, but it's
personal, right?
Corinna versus Corona actually started because I got this really funny post from a friend of mine in Germany. Sorry, we should
All right.
I
This
should have.
is a real video, the REAL video.
Oh
You
my
know,
gosh.
we're all learning about this.
We are all learning about this. So where is it? It came a
Here,
while back.
hold on a second. I gotcha. Here, I'm going to share my screen. Everybody's going to love this. Here we go. Share. Okay.
Oh, that one.
Is that the one?
Distancing? Yeah, that was in my email newsletter. I thought you meant the one with the bra.
Yeah, we're going to find that one too, but that one was in the email and the newsletter.
That one, and what it said was like, some people don't understand the social distancing, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And then we've got her spread. There's your wash your hands. So if anyone missed that, we've got a video documenting how to wash your hands. And there we go.
There it is. Corinna versus Corona. I'm protected. Oh my God. Yeah, and I can't find the, oh, here
That's okay.
I just found it. I can't screen share, but so this is in German and it says, please be aware that you're buying the right protective mask. And then just one says for Corona, the other one says for Corinna.
Oh, right.
So a friend of mine sent that to me and I thought that was so funny. And so that's how the whole thing came up, was Corinna versus Corona.
Got it.
I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? Here's the crazy part. Right now, that's probably better than what some of the medical professionals have in their hospitals, because I've heard they have no masks. So
no mask. So yeah.
Not to focus on the negative, but you know, let's all put out a big cry for, I mean, I know a lot of outpouring of need for getting the medical professionals who are handling the patients that have Corona.
Yeah.
Definitely need facial and body protection. So.
Yeah. And you gotta be
maybe not a bra.
you gotta be creative.
Right? Well, if we keep laughing, like what does laughter really do? Well, you said you watched a funny video.
So laughter actually brings up the serotonin levels. And this is something, if you have a lot of time to watch Netflix, I just watched the coolest documentary kind of reality show on Netflix that's called 100 Humans. And they took 100 humans and have them all together, and they do all these social experiments. It's really cool. Some of it is hysterically funny. But one of the things they're actually talking in one of the episodes that I had read about years and years ago, that there were experiments that they made with people that dealt with depression. And if they smile, even if nothing is funny, if you just smile,
right, like that.
Yeah, the facial muscles give actually impulses to the brain, so we can trick our brain that we are feeling better because it will lift the serotonin levels. And one of my clients is an actor, and he recently took an online class, and this ties right into skincare and natural aging. One of the things that they're finding now, that people that have that frozen look from Botox, that they actually are starting to have depression, or that their life starts feeling very, very blah, because they cannot move their facial muscles anymore. And our muscles in our face are extremely important to give the brain signals.
Right.
And so that's something to really think about.
So a lot of people use Botox. You know, they're like, I want to get rid of my wrinkles. So you got wrinkles on one hand, and then your face freezes, and the Botox, and then depression on the other. I mean, literally, Botox could be one of those drug ads. You know, you may have depression if using this, whatever. But I've seen people wear, especially celebrities, right? You know, the lips are there and the face is there, but it's not really moving. Is that what Botox?
Yeah. So it's the Botox, like the frozen type of look, you know, where you can't really move your facial muscles anymore, and it's this frozen look. There's also, unfortunately, a trend right now. They call it the rich bitch face. So there's actually plastic surgeons and dermatologists that are offering that right now. On social media, there's so many people that have that frozen look and the bigger plump lips.
Yep.
And so even younger women that don't even really need it want that look, and they call it the rich bitch phase, so that they can actually look that way, so that it looks like they have money. And I find that so incredibly sad. I know.
Wait, I'm not supposed to tell, no.
Yeah.
I don't even, that doesn't, I'm like, what? Yes, I see my eyes, they're baggy and things are happening, but you know what? I'm turning 50. That's normal. Blessed that I am turning 50, but just zapping myself with all that. So that's one way of doing it. Tell me the natural anti-aging, like we're going to take care of your skin and make sure we don't leave you with a frozen face.
First step is washing your face. You want all that stuff off your face. So washing your face with the right cleanser, not with soap, absolutely not soap. Dr. Bronner's, no, no, no. So a really good facial cleanser, and there's like plenty of them that I have that you can find out there, that are good quality cleansing milks on aging skin is really, really great. A cleansing oil. Even if you had oilier skin when you were younger, which I did, and I struggled with acne for years into my late 30s, until I became an esthetician and knew what to do. That is something that's very important. So using a good cleanser, and here's the other thing, you want to cleanse your face for at least 2 minutes and really massage the cleanser in. I also do a lot of self-massage during that. While you're doing that, I tell some of my clients, especially the ones that are very critical of themselves, to use a positive affirmation, look in the mirror, you know, and really use your products as a way to take care of yourself, to love yourself up, and saying things like, I'm taking care of my beautiful face, I'm making sure that my skin is healthy, young, vibrant, you know, I forgive myself for any self-judgments, I forgive myself for judging anybody else, this is my time to take care of myself, whatever you need to do, you know. So really using your products with affirmation, with intention, I think that is key. And wash your face for at least 2 minutes. Just think about that you also don't wash, you don't just brush your teeth for 20 seconds, right? But if most people, they use the cleanser, they slap it on, they kind of like rub around a little bit and then take it off. About 20 seconds. So what you want to think of is your skin as a sponge. So if you have a dry sponge, right, like a dry kitchen sponge, and you try to mop something up, that doesn't work because the sponge is so dry. When you moisten, you can also not squeeze it out, right?
Right.
So once you moisten the sponge, it plumps up, and then it can take stuff in, and you can also squeeze it out. No, you don't want to squeeze your skin, but it's like a, you know, a metaphor. So once your skin plumps up from the moisture of the cleanser and the water, it is much, much easier on moist skin to take in the ingredients that are in the serums and the moisturizers. And your skin is also much more able to let go of things that it needs to purge, because that's what our skin does, right? It releases toxins. Not everything comes out, you know, through your urine or through your, oh my God, I can't even think of your poop.
Poop or tear ducts, right? That's the other place.
Nostrils, you know, like that's how we release toxins, but the skin is our largest organ, and that releases toxins as well. So in the daytime, it collects and collects and collects through the sweat and things that can also get into your system. So you want to wash all that off.
And your?
Everything from here to here, of course, through the décolleté.
Décolleté.
So décolleté and neck get just as much exposure to the elements, and you want to clean that off. At night is when our body repairs itself, and so it releases toxins through the skin. We sweat at night. Sweat, by the way, actually has urine in it too. So you want to wash that off in the morning, and then use your serums and your moisturizer in the morning. I always think we need to use SPF. Those damaging rays come through the windows. They're there, rain or shine. And even artificial lights can cause our melanocytes to act up, which are the cells that produce the melanin, which produces the brown spots eventually. So those are some things that you can do. Absolutely wash your face morning and night, and that will already turn your skin around. I hear a lot of the times from clients, oh gosh, I'm so tired at night. So I always tell them to wash your face when you come home. Now we are all home, so do it sometime around, like after dinner or so, when you would brush your teeth. Don't wait until it's time to go to bed, because what I experience personally is that I wake up again. I'm tired. I have, I'm 55 now, so I have a lot of hormonal fluctuations, and sometimes I can't sleep. So I really, once I get tired and sleepy, I need to lay down so that I can fall asleep. If I wash my face, I wake back up. So I always do it at some point during the day, during the later part of the day, the early evening, because then also the products stay on your face and they don't end up on your pillow.
Absolutely right. You've had a time to let them absorb. If there's like obviously the finishing lotion, I'm going to go get my kit really quickly.
Where are you going? She went. So in the meantime, I can. Oh, there you're back. Oh,
just left. So this is my kit.
Oh, wow! Look at
right,
that.
my little bamboo set. So this is my cleanser. The product. Let's see. I use
That's the enzyme powder.
Enzyme. Let's see if I can get this camera.
It's too cool. But yeah, that's the enzyme powder.
And then I use my Celebration CB and E.
Yep.
Then, it's my favorite. I love it.
Oh, yes. That's our best seller, the Mystique.
I want to eat it, but it's not.
We love it.
Yeah, the Mystique is amazing.
Yep.
And then only at night do I use the retinol.
Yep, the retinol restore.
And then I get my
hydrating antioxidant.
And then I love this stuff. This is like once or twice a week, the cleanser. What's it?
The face polish. The
face polish.
Yes, it's a little scrub, yes. Which is not right for everybody. The scrub, if you have any form of rosacea or redness or really sensitive or thin skin, do not use like any kind of polish or scrub or granule. You want to be gentle with your skin, and the enzyme powder is perfect for that.
Well, let me ask you right now, because this is something for you and I both, and especially for you, because you've always been able to see people. So if there are people out there that are like, I still want to get my skin consultation, can you do something like that online with a good enough, camera? I don't know. Can you see?
Well, yeah, because I could ask the right questions to see what's going on. And there's like some products, which brings me, that was actually good, that I think are fantastic for everybody. And that's actually a special that I have right now during this time, because I think if you can't come in for your treatments, to have the right products at home. People always, when they start coming here, ask me, well, why can't I use oil of Olay? And I'm not dissing or Neutrogena and here's the truth about skincare. The products that you can get in the, like at CVS and Walmart and those kinds of places, they actually are not going to have the active ingredients that you really need in order to get the right amount into your skin. They also have a lot of empty fillers in there. So they are highly commercialized. So there's a lot of money that is put into the advertising. And they keep their costs so low because they don't have really active ingredients in there. The next step up from that is products that you get at the department store, you know, like Macy's or Nordstrom's. Again, they're putting a ton of advertising behind their products. They're a lot of the times a bit cleaner, but they still don't have the activity that you really need for a change in your skin to happen. And that's where professional products come in that we as licensed estheticians can carry. So there's not a ton of advertising behind it. I mean, they're advertising to us estheticians, but it's not like all over trying to reach every single person, because we as the estheticians are doing, so to speak, the advertising. We are educating our clients. And so the products that I carry have really highly active ingredients, and they will get you results. Will they get you results overnight? No, because that's not, well, sometimes you can start seeing the difference, but the way our body works is that it needs time. The cell turnover, when the new skin cells are coming up to the surface and you start really seeing the results, takes at least 3 to 4 months. Our body still needs 9 months to grow a baby. Right?
Right.
It's still like a 28-day cycle, like when we can get pregnant, all those things. Just because we live in a world that wants results now doesn't mean that our bodies have changed in all these millions of years.
True.
Right? So you got to be a little patient, but it will happen if you are consistent and if you give yourself a little bit of time, and you're going to be patient and loving with yourself, you know, instead of always looking like, oh God, you know, look what I look like. My husband always says this really sweet thing when I say derogatory things about myself. He always says, don't talk about my wife like that. I think that's awesome, because the things that we tell ourselves, we would never tell our friends, you know, or if we hear our friends talk,
because we don't see that in them.
Yeah.
We don't see blemishes and problems, and
yeah, exactly.
you know, unless in your situation, if you do see something that's dangerous, you do want to tell them, you know. Yes. That is your profession. That is something that, you know, yes. There are a lot of people.
And I do a lot of the times, you know, I send my clients to the dermatologist if I see something or point something out, and people also come to me, but I'm not like, oh my God, look at that skin of yours. You know, it's like, no, what can we do right now to make you feel comfortable in your skin, to help your skin, to get you glowing and get you the results that you're really looking for in a natural way without any invasive procedures. By the way, injectables, you know, like fillers, will cause inflammation, which breaks down your tissue. And what it also does is it pushes your own tissue away and creates much deeper wrinkles and lines if you ever want to get away from that. And then we just learned about the Botox, you know, right. Frozen face. So I have the same struggles as everybody else. I'm seeing myself age. As I said, I turned 55 now.
Woo-hoo!
Woohoo! You know, I'm seeing things that are changing. But, you know, the whole Me Too movement, Weinstein is finally in jail, right? Like, that's how it all started. Well, guess who created the image of women having to look perfect, having to be young, being, you know, like, it's Hollywood. It's advertising, it's the fashion industry. You know, who says that we are not beautiful with wrinkles, with starting to sag? That's our age, our experience. So I feel so passionate about that. As you notice,
actually, I'm with you. The movie, what's her name? A singer of Wizard of Oz.
Oh, Judy Garland.
Judy Garland. Yeah, Judy. You know, the early part of her movie as a young girl shows the Hollywood guys and how they were all on her for the weight, and they were giving her like
Yes.
1 hand uppers and the next one downers, and just her life got, you know, because she had it at such a young age.
Yes.
You know, and the messaging that she was given. But it's really important to like that we are evolving out of that.
Yes. And that's what I'm all about. You know, I just really want women to feel beautiful in their skin in a healthy, holistic, natural way. And the products that I carry here are holistic, they're botanical based. Anything that's banned in Europe and in Japan is not in those products because they have over, I don't know, like 1,200 ingredients in cosmetics that are still allowed here in the States that are banned over there. You know, so.
And no animal testing in your products, right?
No animal testing and no animal ingredients, yes.
Okay.
So I feel really strongly about that. And
so tell us what these 3 products are for your product. What are the 3 products that you're offering?
Yeah, so let's get back to those. So right now I have a special, and I haven't done that at all, ever, that they're 20% off.
Yes.
So, woohoo! So you're saving almost $61 on these 3 beauties here. And the first one is the Lift and Firm Stem Cell Serum. I call these 3 my trifecta because if you use all 3 of them morning and night together, you will have an amazing experience of your skin turning around, getting brighter, getting more hydrated, getting firmer. It's really, really, these products are incredible. I'm so proud of these. This one is called the Brighten and Renew Serum. It's a retinol alternative. So I will still carry soon my retinol from Lyra Clinical. They have a fantastic retinol cream, but I'm going to discontinue my retinol cream, so the one that you are using, and I'm putting this out instead because you can use it morning and night. This has Sabachi Inchi oil, which is actually from a seed, and the clinical trials that have been done on this product have been absolutely incredible. It has better results than retinol, and it will not make your skin sensitive, sun sensitive, or anything. So it will repair, it will help with brown spots. It's fantastic. The other one is an oldie but goodie, and that is the Celebration CBE Plus Serum. So this is a really good one. Yay! So this has vitamin C, which is a collagen builder and an antioxidant, and vitamin B is very hydrating. Vitamin E is an antioxidant. It has hyaluronic acid, which is a humectant, which means it holds moisture to itself. It's actually in the sodium family. The Latin name for it, it's called sodium hyaluronate. So it's naturally in our skin and in our joints and our body. So as we age, we have less of it. So that's sometimes why the skin doesn't look as plump. So if you put it back on, the skin recognizes it as its own, and it just drinks it up and plumps up the skin. And then the Lift and Firm Stem Cell Serum, which does not just have plant stem cells in here, it also has highly, highly concentrated peptides. And there's a peptide in here that is also referred to as the topical Botox because it will help to relax the fine lines and wrinkles. And the more you use it, the more it actually works. So the trifecta serums, fantastic. They normally sell for, if you would buy them all together, for $243. Minus 20% is $182.25. I mean, there's tax, but there's no shipping or delivery fee. So you save over $60. And I wanted to make this available to my clients. I think it's a fantastic, fantastic offer. The trifecta serums are amazing. You just need to put 1 spritz of each rub it in your hand, massage it in on clean skin once you cleansed, and again from here to here. And
does it matter which one goes on first?
No, I put them all together.
Okay.
I put like, a pump
Right.
of each serum into the palm of my hand. With this one, it's actually a dropper. I don't want to open that right now because it's a closed bottle. And put a couple drops. I mix them all together and massage them in. And like tapping is really great to get the serums in. It's really nice. So lightly massage, right. And then tap, 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 tap all your products in. Brings also the, oh my God.
Circulation.
The circulation to the surface, the blood to the surface, the nutrients, all of that. And then you follow up with your nighttime or daytime moisturizer.
And so if I was living in Santa Fe, Marin County, like delivery time, given the current shelter in place, you're able to drive around. It's not like they're giving martial law or anything.
Exactly. Yeah, and even if we would get martial law at some point, I can still bring them to the post office and mail them. And I'm not going to, And so the way people can order it right now is by texting me, 415-302-8490. That's my text number, or email.
How do they pay you?
Through credit card. I can take that credit card and run that through my system. So, okay. And then
would they go online and just say they bought there and then?
Well, they can. They absolutely can order online, but the serums are separate online. So if they would text me or email me at Corinna@bodycelebration.net, then they could say, hey, I want that special trifecta, and I would know what it is, Yeah. And then they also I can put in the 20% discount, but maybe I'm going to offer something where they can order those products as a package. I don't know yet.
That's true. All right. So to get in touch with you at
415-302-8490.
Awesome. Because then we'll get time to figure out if there's something you're going to add to your website that would just involve their credit card, and then you basically drop it off. Now, what's the farthest distance you'll go?
I go all over Marin. I'm not going to drive into San Francisco, but I can mail it to you. Or if you're in the East Bay, I have clients in the East Bay, in San Francisco, in Santa Rosa, Petaluma. So within Marin, I will deliver, and then I can always mail it as well, and that's free shipping as well.
And that's still a service going on these days. That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to talk also about the Gua Sha? I think it's getting close to the time. I don't want to be on here too long, but maybe we could make that even something for another time, for another topic.
I think whichever you feel like. You had some items with you. You could just at least explain it quickly.
Yeah. So
there is a video online that we can point to.
Let's point everybody to my YouTube video channel, which is Body Celebration Holistic Skincare and Wellness. And there's a video where I in detail explain Gua Sha, which is an amazing way of self-massage, and that's again like a natural anti-aging. And there's like different Gua Sha tools. This one is like a little rose quartz tool. People have them also in jade and just different materials. People ask me, is that like the jade roller or the rose quartz rollers? It's different because you're scraping. It's a scraping type of massage, which will help to clean the lymphatic system and flush toxins out, and also helps with the fascia. The fascia is the connective tissue, and it bunches up, from injuries and stress and just overuse. And so the Gua Sha tool helps to release the fascia and smooths out your fine lines and wrinkles, and really helps with tension. You can go specifically into certain areas where you feel a lot of tension, like in your jaw or something. You can use it to really massage your neck You know, you can use it to massage your arms and really dig in there. And if you don't have the tool, there are other tools like a spoon. If you have a Chinese soup spoon that's made of ceramic, that's actually how it's been used in China for centuries. They use it on their kids, on their loved ones, you know, so you want to use a spoon. This is a really nice spoon because it's kind of thick and heavy. It doesn't have super sharp corners. So you don't want to like scrape along, you know, and rip your skin off. You still want to do it gentle. And then so you can use your spoon to really go into certain areas and self-massage. You know, you can scrape, you can use the different areas and just play around with that. And then
I've been using my big stone. It's a carnelian stone.
Nice.
If you've got crystals around or stones, then
just be creative. Find something. You know, this looks a little naughty, but this is but this is kind of like a what do you make?
Popsicle.
Popsicle, yes. So this is like a little whole popsicle maker. And so I was playing around with that earlier, and this has really smooth edges. You could put even like something frozen in here, right? And then have it nice and cool, like just frozen water, and then use it just like this. So, and you know, it's frozen, and then it's cool, which is great for flushing too, and use that, you know. So be creative with what you have at home if you don't have a Gua Sha tool right now.
And in the video, you do make sure that you start with a washed face. You also put some oils on it. Yes. If they don't have oils from there you go.
Yeah, I have a really amazing oil that's beautiful to use. You can use, if you have it at home, you can use your Mystique oil, which is fantastic for that, right? But then this is also the calming down, nourishing oil that you can use. If you have the cleansing oil at home or the cleansing milk, also a fantastic way to use those for the Gua Sha massage. And you can do it as long or as little. I would say, you know, if you've never done it before, start out not overdoing it. You don't want to use too much pressure. Just use it for like a few minutes. Do every stroke like 3 times. You can follow along on my video on YouTube, Body Celebration dash Holistic Skincare and Wellness, and then put in Gua Sha. How you spell it is Gua Sha, Gua Sha. And just follow along. It's a fantastic video that you and I actually created.
Yes.
And my fantastic social media girl. So yeah, I think
cool.
That kind of wraps it up today.
Happy Friday for everyone.
Happy Friday, yes.
Different parts of the country, at least here in California, different parts of the state got the shelter in place, and
the California state like has it everywhere now, not
right.
Just
but I mean, if you're in different parts of the country or someone watches this somewhere, you know, we're all in different places, but ultimately we've been at this now for a full week, you know, in the sheltering. Actually, not a full week, almost a
Monday.
And this is a new reality for a time that we don't know. So stay well, everyone, and you know, keep yourself healthy, reach out to loved ones, and join us, you know, join in communities, because there's a lot of virtual communities coming online. We'll be sharing more about, you know, this virtual community that we're going to be bringing out, and some more ideas, because obviously we're just getting going, as all of us are just dealing with a new reality.
Yes.
Anything you want to share as we wrap up?
Since nobody joined us today, which is totally fine, you know, I'm gonna take this link and we'll send it out in the email, and then also let you know in that email when you and I are gonna meet again and do this again. And we're just gonna be here no matter who joins us, and I think that's gonna be a really good thing to do.
Yeah, and one of the things that I saw other friends doing, like I'm about to go to a virtual networking meetup group. We're all going to grab our own adult beverage and just hang out. There's the gallery view, right? There's a gallery view in Zoom that you can see everybody. So it's not the same as being in person, but we can't do that right now. So we got to use what we got. So thank you, Corinna versus Corona.
Corinna versus Corona.
With positivity on the important message of staying healthy and keeping our skin clean and healthy, because these are interesting times. So,
and laughter is important. You know, we can be so dragged down, and I just prefer to watch cute animal videos. They always cheer me up, you know, on the dodo online or something. You know, just like fun things and make fun of the situation too. That's a very German thing, actually. And some people might think, oh, but there's people dying. And yes, of course, I don't want to make fun of that. But we also have to keep it light somehow. And for me, if you know me and have been in the treatment room and we've had serious conversations, you know, I grew up in a quite difficult environment when I was little, and I do suffer from PTSD. And so I can go there really easily. But one thing that always has helped me and get me through things is my sense of humor and laughing, and eventually start looking through a different lens instead of like, oh my gosh, it's like, wow, you know, like some things are actually really funny. And I just saw it like in Italy where it's the worst. You know, I don't know if you saw this video where the guy like came along on a skateboard in Speedos and was swimming, you know, on his skateboard through the hallway. And then he came back like doing his tricycle, you know, on this tricycle going down the hallway. And then he came back like running, and he was saying that he's still training for a triathlon. It was so funny, you know.
Yeah, we've got to, I mean, blessing to those that are sick and families that are taking care of families that are sick. But for all of you that have, you know, not exposed yourself, that are staying in place, the best thing we can do is to keep ourselves healthy so that we keep ourselves away from the hospital system, because they're going to be inundated. So what is the thing that we can do that's most healthy is keep ourselves positive, laughter, you know, just watch yourself on how much media you ingest, because it is a very, you know, media is not known for the laughter factory. Okay. They're not known for that. They're, you know, they're getting information out, but you got to take it in doses. Cause I know I watched it and I got a little depressed. I was like, oh,
of course. So my strategy is, as soon as I watch something, if I want to get like the news, I go to a really good source, I watch it, and then I immediately watch something funny. And this is something that I read years ago, believe it or not, in Parent magazine. And even though I'm not a parent, but I saw this article, which I thought was actually really insightful. It said that we are so bombarded in this day and age with all this news that, like in the 50s, excuse me, I all of a sudden have a hiccup. Whoops. Wow. In the 50s, you know, there was the TV, the radio, and the newspaper. So people would read in the mornings the newspaper, and then they would maybe watch the news again on TV or listen to the radio. So you hear it like 2-3 times during the day. Now we are constantly bombarded, constantly. Wherever we look, there's the news, like on TV, on our phone, messages, you know, we get text message, Facebook, Instagram, like you name it, the internet. And so our system gets constantly bombarded and attacked. And every time we see it, it's like a new shock. So we don't even have time to recover from it. You know, so a lot of people are starting to experience PTSD type symptoms because we don't get a break. It's constant. And so that's where you have to start being disciplined to take care of yourself. You know, just like it takes discipline to brush our teeth, to wash our face, to do mental self-care, and watch funny things. Because
or do a digital vacation and go outside. We're still able to go outside.
True. But at night, you know, I mean, watch funny things, because laughter will actually strengthen, and that's like, it's proven, it's scientifically proven that laughter makes us feel good. And when we feel good and laughter and have these outputs of certain hormones, that it strengthens our immune system. So laugh, 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 and try to see some funny things. And yeah, so with that, let's close it down.
Thank you so much for all being here and watching the replay. Check us out on Instagram, Body Celebration, on the internet.
Body-celebration is on Instagram.
On Instagram,
yeah.
And then on the internet.
No, hyphen. What's underscore? So it's body_celebration, and then Body Celebration on Facebook too. I haven't posted too much lately, but I should start that again too. So yeah.
Got time on our hands.
Got time on our hands, yes.
And check out bodycelebration.net. There'll be some information about whether or not we have the special on there, but definitely text Corinna about the trifecta products, which is 415. What's the number?
302-8490. So any products, the trifecta, 20% off, save over $60. The nourishing oil if you want it. So yeah.
And do one thing for me really quick. So I'm going to take a quick picture of the screenshot. Hold both of the products up in your hand, like next to each other, if you can.
If I can. Okay.
Yeah,
hold on. Ooh, no. There we go.
There we go. And then hold that one next to your face that way, like open like that. There we go.
Like that.
Okay, smile.
Bye.
Good. We got that for social media. All right, everyone. Have a blessed day.
Bye. Yes. Comes from the heart.